The reason I wanted to come to Gap Camp is because STLF is such a dynamic organization and it really speaks to issues that I'm passionate about. So I really wanted to be into a really inclusive, STLF focused environment, and I got to meet a lot of people that feel the same way about a lot of issues as I do.
I wasn't really doing that much that summer, and I knew a couple people who were going, and I really thought it was going to be a great experience, and I really wanted to get involved in STLF a little bit more before I went to the University of Minnesota because it's the largest chapter, and I kind of wanted to have a little bit more experience before I went, and that really worked out well for me.
Leadership opportunities I've never shied away from, and I guess been in roles of leadership before through theater. I've done theater practically my whole life, and that can be a big leadership role in itself.
I was really hoping to get a better understanding of what STLF was and how I could effectively start a chapter at my university.
So I was nervous right at the beginning, and then within probably about an hour or two, I wasn't so much nervous anymore because the people there are unlike anybody I've ever met, whereas you go into a different kind of experience, even if it's like camp type thing, and it takes people, everyone, a while to get to know each other, but at Gap Camp, everyone just wanted to love each other right away. It wasn't even a question. And so that helped actually a lot with liking camp. That was actually probably my favorite part about camp, was the people I met there actually really cared and wanted to care about each other. So nervous at first, but eased into it pretty quickly. Yeah.
My favorite memories are probably the great conversations that we had. We really got a chance to open up with each other and learn a lot about who we were and what we wanted to do in college and who we wanted to be in college, and just all those things that you really want to figure out before.
Well, as a high schooler, I was the kid that walked down the hallways with her face in a book. I was definitely an introvert, very shy. So when I went on my first STLF tour as a high schooler, it was certainly out of my comfort zone. And being a part of STLF, both on the tour and in Gap Camp, really helped me to come out of my shell a bit, which was kind of important starting up a new chapter. And I found that my involvement with STLF has really helped me in my interpersonal relationships at college, so with my sorority sisters, with my other core members, with the students from the bus. So that's probably the greatest thing that I've taken from it.
I think the best thing about the people I met is that no matter how long it will be before I see them again, or years to come, or how much I keep in contact with them, I know that if I needed anything or if I wanted to reach out, or we could talk and it would be like nothing changed.
I guess it opened up a lot of opportunities for me, within STLF and things like that. But I think it really taught me how to be a really good communicator. It really prepared me for college in ways that I had not expected at all. Just the little things that you don't think of, the conversations that you're going to have in college, the stresses and things like that, the pressures that you face, really, that I don't think my peers were ready for, and I think that experience really helped me a lot.
I would say you should only go to Gap Camp if you are willing to have your life changed for the better forever. And if you want to make really good friends, and if you want to have the best week ever, then you should go to Gap Camp.
I would say you should definitely go, even if you don't know anyone. I only knew, a handful of people that were going, and it's just the people that you meet is such a good support system that I would say don't hesitate to go.
Do it. It's so fun. You get to know some really great people, both the counselors and the other students, and you'll just have a ton of fun with it. Whether you decide to start a chapter or not, or get further involved with STLF or not, it's really a worthwhile experience because it does prepare you for college in a way you wouldn't expect.
If I were talking to someone who was going to go to Gap Camp, especially someone who was maybe hesitant about it, I would say that no matter your hesitation, do it anyways, because everyone's experience there was different, and everyone definitely got something different out of it. I don't think anybody had the same experience as I did, but that's what's awesome about it, is that you don't get one experience. It's not like you sign up and you're guaranteed one thing out of it. Everyone gets something different, and that's what makes STLF awesome, because everyone is different, is going to be a different kind of leader, and they're going to connect to people in a different way. So if I were talking to someone who was going to sign up and they weren't so sure about it, I would tell them to just do it anyways and to go in it with an open mind and trust the people who were there, because I think if I hadn't opened myself up to trusting those people, it wouldn't have been the experience that it was.